Alright guys, so hello and welcome to my channel. This is not patterns. Okay, so today we're going to learn how to cut a baggy trouser. Alright, so if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please guys, show me love, subscribe. Alright, I will really appreciate. Alright, thank you so much. There's a link to my telegram group below. Click and join the telegram group. Alright, so thank you so much. Alright guys, so for us to cut our Fubu trouser, these are the measurements we're going to be using. We'll be using a waist measurement of 34, a trouser width, that's the lap, of 26. We'll be using a trouser length of 36. We'll be using a knee round of 20, and then the ankle down will be 9. That's the ankle. That is 18. All right. The ankle will be 18. So let's, without wasting time, straight up cut this trouser. So first we're going to identify the waistline. I'm going to be very sharp with this, not waste time. We'll identify the waistline. All right. So this is the waistline right here. Okay. And I'm going to identify a vertical line this side where we apply our measurements. So our measurements will be starting from this line by the side here. Hope you can see clearly. Alright, so now let's go ahead and begin to apply our measurements. So we said the trouser length is 36, but I want to use 37 because it's a Fubu, so I want it to be long. So I'll use 37 plus 2 inches seaming allowance, that becomes 39. And the half length of this trouser will be, I'll just fold my tape into 2 to get the knee area. Okay, this is 37 here. The knee area is here, alright. So I'll take the measurements this side again so I can get straight line. This is the center, which is 18.5. The trouser length is 37 plus 2 inches hemming allowance. Alright. The next thing, I'm going to join these points. This is the knee, okay. This is the length of the trouser. This is our hemming allowance, okay. This is the length and this is the hemming allowance. Alright. So for the waist, we said the waist of this trouser is 34 inches. When you're cutting, you divide the waist measurement by 4. So if you, since it's a Fubu guys, I'm going to put elastic at the waist, okay. So the waist, I'll just mark out ½ inch here to get my waist measurement. So I'll start from here. So the waist is 34. Divide 34 by 4. When you're cutting, that waist measurement by 4. 34 by 4. Let's divide it. That should give us 8.5. This is 8.5 right here. Plus ½ inch seam allowance, that becomes 9. Okay, that becomes 9. All right. So we'll come down here by ½ inch, and we'll join this to this front here. Trouser, this to give the trouser fitting at the front, okay. The next thing for us to get our crotch length, how do we get our crotch length? We simply divide the waist measurement by 4, which is 8.5, alright. And since it's a Fubu trouser, it's a Fubu, alright, it's a baggy trouser, we'll only add, we'll just add 1 inch to it so it will be very free, okay, because it's Fubu, alright. This is it, okay. So that becomes 9.5 as against 8.5. So the next thing for us to do is, here we are having what? This line here becomes our lap or thigh line, okay. Where we got our crotch length, the line becomes our lap line, alright. The next thing I'm going to do is to come up here by 2 inches to locate the hip area. So this is now what? The hip line. This is the thigh line, okay. This is the hip line, okay. So on this hip line, we are now going to, how are we going to cover our hip, our crotch, how are we going to cover our crotch? We'll simply come here, what are we having from here from this mark of the waist to the end here, we're having 9 3/4. So we'll come here, this is our 9 3/4 here, and we'll add 3/4 inch to it, okay, or 1 inch. Add 3/4 inch to it. So we'll now cut from here to the waistline. Very simple. So we have 9 3/4 here. We came here, we measured the same 9 3/4, then we added 3/4 inch to it, okay, and we join to the waist. Now for us to get our tie, how are we going to get our tie? Simply we divide the tie measurement by 2, which is 26. Divide 26 by 2, you will have what? You will have 13. This is 13 right here. Alright? So 13 here. The next thing is to join this curve, this point here, to this point here. You could use a French curve, you could use freehand, but this is my French curve here, I can use it. You see this? Or I can use my freehand, okay? So that's very simple. The next thing now is how to shape this trouser down to the end. For us to shape that, we'll come here. This is 13, the midpoint should be what? Should be here. Okay? But we'll not use this place, we'll come out by 1 inch. This is 1 inch here. Okay? So we'll be using this place as our midpoint. From here to the line here, we'll have 5 3/4, come here. Measure your 5 3/4, come here. Measure your 5 3/4, alright? So we join it with a straight line, okay? Join with a straight line. Alright? Join with a straight line. So now we can go ahead to shape our trouser, okay? So we say the ankle here, we said is what? It's 9 because it's Fubu. Alright, so 9, which means 4.5 this side, 4.5 this side to give us 9. We just come here, 4.5 this side, okay? Still 4.5 this side to give us 9. Because we said it is what? We said it's 18 we are using here, right? 18, that is 9. So this is 9. And here at the knee, we are using 20, right? So that is 10 here. So we measure 5 this side and 5 this side, okay? To give us 10. That's 20 for the knee, alright? So the next thing for us to join these points together. So we'll join this point to this point here, this point here, to this point here, and we'll join this point here to this point here, this point here, to this point here. Then we'll join this point to this point, this point to this point. Okay, just do it like this. Alright, on this way, like this, and then we can just join this half-inch mark with 2 before taking the waist measurement. We'll join it to the hip line here. Okay. Alright, and by so doing, we are done with sketching this front piece. So quickly, I'll just cut it out without wasting time. I'll cut it out so that we'll go to the back piece. Like I said, it's a Fubu, so very simple. I'm cutting off the line so that you see the mark while we are working on the back piece. Okay, that's why I'm cutting off the mark. Yeah, so I'm almost done. Just the next few minutes we are out of here. See this? So you see this? Let's cut this. Right, so let's get the back piece now. So for the back piece, we'll simply keep the front piece here. All right. Simply keep the front piece here, okay? And it's a baggy trouser, it's a free trouser, so we want to give allowance of just about 2 inches here. From here to here, just like at most 2.5 inches, okay? You see this? The same thing here, okay? Just 2.5 inches, okay? Let's be the same point down here. So So all we do is to simply, now we're going to move, but before then, we come to the waistline here, mark 2 inches above the waistline here, come this way, mark 2.5 inches, okay? So you see this. So we are going to connect this point here to this point here, like this, okay? So the next one I'm going to do now is to move one of the front pieces. Just move it, one of it, this way. And please, I forget to mention, when you are cutting your trouser, you fold your fabric by 2. You see, I folded it by 2. Always remember that, please, don't forget. So you see this, so I'm shifting the one of the, these are 2 front pieces, I'm shifting the top piece this way, giving an allowance of just, it's a full, it's a baggy trouser, right? Just 2 inches. Just 2 inches, okay? Just 2 inches. Here I'm leaving about 2.25. It's okay. So now this is where you have to take note, okay? When curving the back curve here, you don't make it as deep as the front curve. You come out about 1/2 inch like this, okay? Something like this, okay? So you curve it to come meet this point here. Or something like this. Now see this. So let's go ahead and cut it out sharply, not wasting time. And so we are done cutting this trouser. Very simple and straightforward. Very simple and straightforward, guys. If you enjoy watching this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, alright, share the video. So these are our front pieces, these are our back pieces, alright. Very simple and straightforward.